Hey, everybody, and welcome to Them Wise Girls. I'm your girl, Jada.
And I'm your girl, Lala.
How are you? What's going on? We haven't seen you guys in a while. I know life just be life in us. I don't know what's going on,
Life,
but
and
we gonna get it together. We are going to definitely get it together.
we're trying, but it's been difficult between our schedules not aligning and just life, and my chilling. It's like 12 children, but it's
My
only two.
babies.
But we've missed you, and I've missed you too, Jada.
Yes, I missed you too. What's been going on? A lot's been going on in social media, entertainment. A lot of stuff has been going on. What's been going on with you first and foremost? And like, what have you been seeing in the headlines as of lately?
So, with me, first and foremost, I'm still trying to be active as possible. I'm consistently walking still. Now that the weather is finally nice and steady, it seems, I'm definitely outside. I've always loved to be outside, but even more so when the weather is warm and just right, I'm
Yeah.
outside with the kids, and I'll go early in the morning and go for my walks. And sometimes I'll go to the track, so that's pretty much it in terms of like keeping myself both physically healthy and mentally healthy is right now my priority, as well as keeping my family healthy and active, because it's so easy to get stuck behind the TV and become a couch potato, which, hey, look, I'm not knocking it because I often can do that as well, but I'm trying to be more active and set the right example for them.
Oh, that
um
is so good.
yeah, and regards like just things that I've been into. I always like hobbies. I jump hobbies like people jump rope.
Rope.
So as of late, my current hobby is I'm into the Swarovski crystals and applying them to various things, whether it be shoes, pocketbooks, shirts, things of that nature. I have the Keurig cut, so I'll definitely be making some shirts this summer. But what about you? What you been up to?
Same old, same old. Just been with work and just trying to figure certain things out in regards to work. I'm working on some projects at work that I'm really excited about. So I'm just trying to get that stuff in order and figure out how I want it to be presented. So I'm just been focusing on that. Like you, I'm trying to get back outside and walk a little more. I just said to myself yesterday when I was walking to the post office, I said, you know what? I have to get me some walking shoes. I have to get me some, walking shoes so I could walk around, be more active, try and get slim and trim in my grandma voice. My grandmother used to say that all the time. And, just trying to get more active and be out a little bit more. I could easily be in my house all day and be content and be happy and feel great. But with the weather changing and, things are getting a little bit better, I feel more motivated to be more outside in regards to just walking and, hanging out with friends. I went out with some girlfriends last Saturday. That was really nice. Had dinner, laugh, joke, kiki. That's what I'm talking about. I like doing stuff like that. I'm that type of girl. I have my day in between when I'm home and I can just chill in the house, and I do enjoy that as well. But that's what I've been up to. But we haven't been on here in a while to talk about
And
our girl, Miss Ashanti, who is expecting a baby with Nelly. Like, we
baby,
all were sus. Yes.
baby,
Baby, baby, baby, baby,
baby.
baby.
Now, let me tell you, Ashanti, to be 43, I commend you because you are doing it. You have not let this baby stop you. You still are on top of the world right now. Even more so, pregnant. She's on
Yes.
top. She's touring,
Performing.
doing every show. I
Yes.
saw the Lovers and Friends, which she's also a part of, I believe,
They
just recently
canceled it.
because of the weather.
Yeah, they canceled it.
So Ashanti, you got a little break, Mama. I'm happy you got a little break. But
Nelly's going on tour this summer. He's going on tour with Janet because I'm going to see Janet in July and he's going to be with her.
So when is this oh, that's right. They just not like literally just announced it what, a month ago?
Yeah.
So I don't know when the baby's due, but I'm kind of like a little worried about that. Like, okay, is the baby gonna be due? Are you gonna then be on the road when the baby's due?
Listen,
Like,
as long as I see him when he stopped here in Brooklyn, after that, I don't care what happened. Okay?
yes, but I want him to do our girl right. Like,
Yes.
she's his fiance
Yes.
and his baby's mother. So he needs to be treating her right and definitely continue doting on her. Um, I really am happy to see it. Now, Ashanti, I gotta say this, sis. I love you. I
What
ride
you
with
saying?
but I'm gonna say, I know you're proud of your little baby bump, but the backside has grown substantially. And you've been wearing this like jumpsuit, mama, with the little half jacket. And that's cute. That's cute. That's cute. But you're a mom, and you're 43. So I'm gonna tell you this. Loosen them up a little bit. Just a little bigger size. Just a little.
Yeah. Let
I'm
me
just
enjoy
saying.
her
You
first pregnancy and be her.
absolutely she can, but there's no need for her to be uncomfortable. Shanti, there's no need for
How
you to
we
be
know she
uncomfortable.
uncomfortable? How we know she ain't
She's,
comfy?
she's uncomfortable. Her clothes is like frayed on. And as it is, when you're pregnant, it's you're already hot. You're already hot. You don't need nothing sticking to you. But Shanti, you look good. Keep going, sis. I'm proud of you.
She
The
looks
twins,
great. I love this look she has. I like it
oh
better
yeah.
than the flowy top she was wearing. I wasn't
Oh,
feeling that too tough, but I do like
I,
the bodysuits. The bodysuits have
oh, I
been.
don't like bodysuits. The
I'm
body
liking
It's like,
the
so
bodysuit.
she got it from the front and now she got it from the back because the baby pushing behind out as well.
Yeah, yeah,
Shanti,
yeah.
you already got the thighs. You
We know she got the
boss.
thighs. Nelly tells
It's
us
the
all the
boss.
time she got the thighs.
Yes, but mama, we're happy for you. We're proud of you.
We
To
are. I'm happy. I'm gonna say this. I'm happy they spent the block and it produced something beautiful like this. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people spin the block and it be like same stuff that was prior. They
why
spent the block and they're getting married, they're having a baby. I hope the wedding is soon. I wonder when the wedding's going to be.
I don't
I
know, but
wouldn't.
because she loves her Caribbean. Love.
Baby, yeah. Speaking of Caribbean, I just have to say this. Did you see Angela Simmons?
I saw Simmons and she is giving me body. She is giving me gold. Sis, you giving me gold.
I need to go vegan.
Okay, now I will say, since she's been with her boo,
Do you think they're still together?
I,
Because it's been very on the low
I
low.
think they're together only because this is just my perspective. I like that since, like, from the installment of their relationship, they were very, very quiet. Like, they kept a low profile. They would pop out every now and then. But I like that she continues to have her own identity outside of him. But I'm going to say this whatever, let's say, trainers that he has maybe put her into contact with, I see the gains, as they say. The reason being is she was struggling for a very long time with the mommy pooch, which I currently am struggling with for a very long time. So I have to say, now I see that her body has significantly changed. Not that she wasn't beautiful before, she was always beautiful. Let's not get that twisted. But now you can see all of the work that she has put in and the progress that she has made. I commend her because how many people have had children, Jada? I had lots of children and went and got that little nip and tuck.
A lot of them got
Like
nip and
Cardi,
tucks. A lot of them said
Minaj,
they got
you
nip and
know,
tucks after their kids. And you
but
have to be sure you're not having no more.
that's right. But she didn't, and I commend her. She owned it like a real woman does. And
She looks
I'm I,
amazing. I want to go St. Lucia. I want to be on the boat at St. Lucia, dancing on the boat
like
too,
nobody
reenacting Aaliyah. reenacting Aaliyah. I wanted to do that too because she was looking amazing. And I just was like, maybe
Amazing.
I should go vegan.
And
Maybe that will help
curls,
me.
her
I
curls.
love her hair. That might be my next look. Maybe in the fall. I'm
I
thinking.
do it. I am feeling that
I'm
hair.
thinking that. I'm thinking that. I'm
I
thinking that.
And you know what? Fall would be the best time to do that
Yeah.
because that's a time in which that definitely would definitely fly. So,
Yeah. Most definitely. Most
but
definitely.
speaking of looks, what y'all think about Jada? Don't y'all love her hair? Don't y'all love her look? Ain't she beautiful?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Love
Thank
it.
you.
Quinn, love it.
I just got it done yesterday because I was not looking like this the other day, but now I'm back to being me, and my eyebrows are even looking really on fleek. Everybody's like, yo, your eyebrows look so bomb. But as time progresses, it gets better and better. As you see, Li's brows are looking on fleek. What up, Rhea? That's our girl. She
Yeah,
did our brows, and we're loving it. Just
love
loving
it.
it.
Loving it. So my mother's talking about going to get hers done. And now I'm getting the itch. Like, oh, I gotta get my I don't need to get mine done. I don't. But I just love how they are when they're super dark and they're
You
starting to.
do?
And yeah, I like when they're super dark.
I
I
like
love
when they lighten up. I'm liking them lightening up now.
I still like ours, but I'm just like I like that that old school look where like our grandmothers used to like draw on the eyebrows with the jet black like pencil. That's what I like. I like.
Yeah, I like them getting a little lighter. I love them. Like now I'm like, okay, this is it for me. I'm loving it. I am so, so loving this. This is what I am talking about. So, girl, we got to talk about AI.
Oh Lord, what about I
People, if y'all don't know, you got to be careful out here in these streets. Like today, even more vigilant when it comes to phone calls, when it comes to people sending you messages on social media, to whatever we have to be super vigilant because, honey, AI is for real and it is serious and it is a game changer and we don't even know what we're in for when it comes to artificial intelligence. It's just wild to me that it's so real and it comes across so real. And it really could have you thinking. We hear of stories of people who get phone calls posing as somebody in their family in trouble or having issues and they need money or they need this. And so many people have gotten robbed of money, not $10, thousands of dollars, because they're thinking their family is in some sort of distress or having some sort of issues going on due to a phone call that they received and it's their family member but it's really not their family member. And I always say if I don't know your number and you don't leave no voicemail, that means you are not important. And it's important that we take the right steps to make sure we are aware of these situations and we keep ourselves safe when it comes to these situations.
I think definitely too, one way to keep ourselves straight or safe is to more or less be straightforward. Kind of limit what you post. Don't post your entire life. Don't post things that maybe, how do I say, um, make it easier for folks to pose as you because it's common. We're both on social media. We have our podcast as well. So I think when you look at limiting some of things that you share with the public, that may also act as a safeguard.
I agree. Not letting people know your every move because especially if you have a public page, people are watching. People are exactly people are watching. People are friending you and you just accepting them. If I don't know you, I'm not friending you and you are not getting into my inner circle. If I have no connection to you whatsoever, delete, 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 delete. I don't want to be your friend. And
Yeah.
we have to be careful even when it comes to phone calls. Sometimes we're quick to pick up the and be like, hello, hello, hello. And sometimes people are out here recording us, not trying to, scam on us in some way, in one way or another.
And especially they'll ask you a question, the question of YES or NO, which those two words, as you know, is like the trick word. So
Yeah.
they'll say, are you speaking with Lala? And if you say YE, the other word,
Mhm.
and now they have your voice recording and they can go and pose as you. So also think about that. Don't be so quick to say that. Say correct or who am I speaking with
Right.
before you go ahead and proceed. And of course, definitely never give out your financial information, your
Nope.
social security card number, because many times people will pose as the bank,
Yeah.
say you're the bank, and it may come actually from the bank's number because guess
Mhm.
what? They can make themselves appear as though the bank's number, but it's really not. So
And text messages too. I took a little, I guess you could say like a training for work with cybersecurity, because even with emails, you could be off by a letter. You're thinking you're getting an email from Bank of America or Wells Fargo, and you're not getting a real email from them. It's someone posing as them to in order to get your information. And even when it comes to family, and I remember my mama used to tell me this all the time. If someone banging and knocking at your door and saying so and so is hurt, you go run and call that person and see what it really is. Because sometimes people are out here scamming and doing bad things, and you have to be legit. I go directly to the source. If someone called me and said, "Hey, Lala got hurt," I'm gonna call her up directly and be like, "Hey, what's up? Are you okay? Are you good? What's going on?" I'm not going to take what they say for face value, because people are out here again, they're doing treacherous things, and we have to keep ourselves safe, and we have to be safe when it comes to that type of stuff. Even on social media, don't
clicking on links.
exactly. Don't click on links you don't know. Don't be friending people or accepting requests from people you do not know, because you do not know what their motive is or what they plan to do. So we have to keep ourselves extremely safe. Even people know I'm not a person to use Messenger often. If you need to get in contact with me, you know how to reach me. DMs I'll do more so than a messenger. Messenger I go on every so often. That's why I'd be like, oh, all these people messaging me. I didn't know, because I don't use Messenger. And if you know me, I don't use it that often. So when I see certain things I'm a little leery about, I'm like, delete, 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 delete. This don't sound too right. This don't sound correct. I don't know if this is coming from a legit source. So we just have to take the proper steps to make sure we're vigilant when it comes to anything social media related or outside of social media, phone calls, emails, because people are out there trying to steal your identity. And when they do that, it's hard to get it back.
Yes, yes, absolutely. It's amazing what they have out now. Even if you've had the opportunity to utilize Chat GPT, have you had the opportunity to
Girl,
utilize?
have I? Oh, yes, I have. I know some people who use it, but don't even take the box off. They just sit and send it to you directly. Yes, I've had students do. Yeah, that's how I know they use ChatGPT.
I'm very like I started like I created an account to try and utilize it for work in terms of recruitment and such, but I have now since backed off only because it's such a powerful tool, and as you know there's tracking in everything and anything, and that is what scares me. You don't know how it can be utilized to potentially, frame you or impersonate you or just pull up criteria, things that you're looking up and phrase different criterias to determine who you are. It has the capability to do that and what your likes and interests are. Even when you're looking at your cell phone, note that now suddenly that trip or that destination that you've been looking at, suddenly you're getting all of these feeds across your social media account or your search engine of wanting to go, let's say, to St. Lucia. It's listening, and don't think that aren't necessarily people behind it, because people are at times behind it.
Yeah, Big Brother is watching.
Definitely watch.
For sure. So that is super true. I do honestly believe that you do have to make sure that you cross all your T's and dot all your I's. And I'm very leery when it comes to using certain things, or even it took me forever to do banking online. I was still calling up the bank. For the
Yeah.
supervisor, she said, now, Jade, why are you calling the bank when you could do it but online? But I just felt very leery about doing it online. I prefer to pick up a phone and call. I'd rather pick up a phone and call you. I wasn't too into doing online because, again, people could do trifling things and they could steal your information. And it is a hassle to get that information back.
So I might be a little bit over, how to say over, it might be overkill, but you know how frequently when you're in the store, how you might like go check your bank account or you might move money and such. Well, remember, those stores have cameras and they very well have the ability to zoom in and see what you're looking at. Pull potential information that you may be typing in regards to password information and such like that. So just be cautious of it. I always say try and place your phone because nowadays, even when you're outside, there's cameras. There's cameras
Mm-hmm.
in space. The satellite can look down and see.
Mm-hmm. They
So
can
it
look at you everywhere.
that's why nowadays when there's a criminal, they oftentimes find that criminal because know this, there's cameras always watching. So
Exactly. And places are even beefing up their security. I know recently I came from Orlando, Florida, and they have a whole new system. In fact, they have a new terminal there, you guys. Terminal C is amazing. It's beautiful. I loved it. They have this little thing now
that
pick you up and
word,
take you. What happened?
I said shout out airport tickets.
That's right, MCO, MCO. Orlando, they have a little tram that will take you to your gate and drive you. Let me tell you. But anywho, they're equipped now. Like if you have even the wrong birth date, they will, and it doesn't match up to your ID, they're gonna, no, you can't come through. You need to go, you
Wow.
need to correct that. And I'm only speaking that because that happened to my mom. But she got through leaving New York, but she didn't get through leaving from Orlando. And they're
Wow.
beefing up security to that extent because we were like how she left from New York and didn't get stopped, but now she stopped here. She said they said, well, we're the first ones with this type of technology because we're really trying to beef things up in regards to not having, people come who aren't supposed to be here or coming to do things they're not supposed to do. So we have a thing where we check, and if it doesn't match, then you got to get pulled over to the side.
Wow.
Thankfully, she was able to rectify it. She was good, of course, but that goes to show you how some places are really getting. And even we'll have to have the real IDs next year, next May. We need to all have those IDs because they're taking those precautions to limit folk.
IDs. Did you hear that our passport, the United States passport, has now dropped to number 39 as in terms of powerful passports? We used to be number six most powerful passports. So now we're number 39, which means that we have to go through extra hoops to get to destinations that we may very well have formerly been able to easily access with our USA passport.
I didn't even hear this. This is wild.
Yes, yes. So you guys go do your research now and make sure that you have the most appropriate how to say um visas to get into some countries. So for example, next year there's going to be a special visa that you have to gain or get in order to gain access to many of the European countries. Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, that's what. Let me tell you, you see these things that occur.
I tell you, things are changing.
Oh my, I didn't know that. I'm going to do some more research and look into that because honestly, I didn't even know that was taking place. That's crazy.
Yes. You know, being a US citizen before we could go pretty much
Yeah,
like not
anywhere.
go to much of the countries, many of the countries now,
Yeah.
is. And then guaranteed, like the ones that I looked into, the fees are not expensive, but who
Yeah.
extra. Like if you got a passport, you done spent enough to get the pass.
Exactly. I done paid for passport. I done paid for outfits. I done paid for fare. Done paid for lodging. And you know we are not cheap with lodging. We pay our money for these things. So who want to sit and have to pay for extra stuff?
Okay. So speaking of travel, I have to tell you guys about this because in the next coming month, I'm going to be traveling, so as well as Jada. So I recently found, because I've been packing for the last 3 months. I'm going to continue packing, repacking, unpacking, repacking, unpacking. So I came across.
She's not lying. She means
I'm
that.
really not. I'm really not. So I will tell you, I got everything in my suitcase after I repacked for the fifth time in the last 3 months. And I'm going to repack, unpack for the next couple months as well. So I will tell you, I found these bags, and they are bags that have a pump. This,
Those.
so wait, they really work. I thought it was a fluke. I got them off of Amazon. I had gotten bags before that you roll the air out of, and that was a joke. This, you simply unscrew. You see this? And it comes with a pump. Let me show you. Comes with this pump. Can you see? Oh, you can't see the pump. Can you see
Oh,
the
I
pump?
see it. Yes,
And
yes.
this, and you screw it on, and it sucks the air out. Let me,
Wow.
baby, when I say it works, and you can get so much more in your suitcase. So much so that I weighed my suitcase again.
And where are you?
I'm at 65 pounds.
Sis.
I know, but I have a lot of outfits and a lot of swimsuits and a lot of PJs and my
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. You have to get a little bit more in your suitcase because I'm sending you something.
oh,
You and the baby.
I'm going to have to take some stuff out as it is. And mind you, that whenever I do go somewhere, my carry-on's already stuffed.
I'm
So
getting you and the baby. So make a little more room, just a little.
does anybody else have these dilemmas that we have?
I
Because
do. I overpacked, but I wasn't overweight this time, thinking this, but they busted up my bag.
it's the wise in us. Like we
It
gotta have
is. It is. They busted up my bag. I bought all these clothes. I didn't even wear half of them.
any of that. What are you doing about your bag?
Girl, I'm writing them a letter, honey. You don't want to know the letter I'm about to be
What
writing.
did to your suitcase? Go
Baby, the bag is done. And the wheel came off when I came back home. Never
so
in my life.
Jada went on a trip and she had got the nicest suitcase set. Nicest suitcase set.
Yes.
First time using it.
Yes.
Arriving in MCO, she found her bag damaged.
Very damaged.
Upon departing to go home and obtaining her suitcase, she found it damaged as well as the wheel broken.
The
That's
wheel fell off. I couldn't even roll it. I had to buy one of those things and push it through. Because if you come into JFK at JetBlue, you have to walk all the way to the other side now to get a taxi cab. It's not directly out the door unless you're having someone pick you up. So I had to walk all the way to the other side. And let me tell you, I was not too happy about that. I wasn't too happy. So, JetBlue, you will be hearing from me
oh
because
her bag.
I am PO'd, pissed off about my bag that I just purchased, a brand new set. So I will be writing a letter to your headquarters with sending you some pictures as well. So that way we could get the situation rectified. And not to mention, my flight was delayed going and coming. And I'm not talking about a 10, 20-minute hour delay. I'm talking about more than that. So, JetBlue, guess what? I am coming for you. I see you. We see each other.
I have never heard of someone having such trouble. When I tell you this girl, literally, from the time the trip started, she's like, yeah, I'm waiting, I'm delayed. And I'm like, what? I'm like, well, at least you have some time to get something else to eat. And she's like, well, I'm delayed. That's not right. Then to be delayed coming home, that's not right.
2 times over. 2 times over. So you know I was mad. Got there late. Couldn't even go to Walmart because Walmart, everything closed. The only thing open was McDonald's. And that was actually good that night, I have to say. But I had a wedding I was going to. I needed my beauty rest. I needed to make sure I was looking like, okay, hello. And y'all messing with all of that. All of that.
Speaking of that, let me tell you, sis came correct. She was flawless. I wish I had the picture ready and up to share with you
Thank
because
you. Thank
when
you.
she
Oh,
didn't even
thank you. Maybe
say,
I'll
like
drop the picture.
she
Maybe.
ate. She ate. Okay,
Thank you. Thank you so much. I had a wardrobe malfunction. However,
you still ate.
thank
Wardrobe
you.
ate.
And that cleaner's days is numbered as well. They'll be hearing from me too.
I tell you, it's funny that we're talking about all of these service providers. Service is just not what it used to be. Do you
Nope,
recognize that? I mean,
absolutely.
I had to call my insurance. I called my insurance a week and a half ago, excuse me, 2 weeks ago, because I had to get approval for a medication, right? My doctor said it was approved. She said, go to the pharmacy, see when it'll be available, right? I get to the pharmacy and CVS says, there's no approval here. We can't fill this prescription. I said, oh no, look at my chart. My chart, my doctor says it's approved and I need to know when I can pick up my medication. And the gentleman says, no, ma'am, it's not approved and we're still waiting to hear from your insurance. So I called insurance, and you know that I am not partial. I will bang with anybody from any country.
She
I will
ain't
bang.
lying. She do. She that
I,
type of chick. She would.
I,
She
I do.
friendly to everybody.
I
Everybody.
with anybody.
Yeah.
So I call, and you know how everything is outsourced to a certain country now. Won't say the name of that country, but I had to explain myself 2 times. You are the insurance company. So I know you see what it's for, what service was rendered at the doctor's office, what the medication is, and what the actual prescription or the milligrams of the medication are. So why do you keep asking me? You know you have it on the chart. You know you have it. Nonetheless, I didn't contest. I tried to be as calm as possible and respectful, even though I wanted to say, can I please speak to the American branch? Can I please speak to an American representative? Put me back to the American manager. But I didn't. I refrained from doing it. I refrained. So I was put on hold. And to the woman's credit, she did offer good customer service in that she came back and said, ma'am, I just want to let you know that I'm still on hold with the pharmacy and I'm going to continue to be on hold, but I didn't want you to think that I had forgotten about you. So then she continued to place me on hold for another 20 minutes until she came back and said, ma'am, they're not responding. So I tell you what, I'll continue to hold. And if I don't get them today, I'll continue to follow up with them until I get them. And then I'll contact you back. Can I ask you again, what's a good contact number? Well, guess what? She disappeared. She disappeared like the fog that arrives in the morning and then soon fades.
I'm
She
so
disappeared.
done.
Oh, again. Now you know that they don't keep good records. You know, suddenly nobody knows that you called in. because nobody's trying to fill the medication that they already said that they approved to the doctor. So 2 weeks later, I contacted them again. And finally, the medication has been filled. But why? Why do I have to go through that? Customer service needs to improve, and companies that take our money and have become huge off of the backs of the American citizens need to stop playing.
Baby, that's gonna be a conversation we're gonna really get into next time because, honey, this don't make no type of sense that we gotta deal with stuff like this, and we hardworking folk each and every single day. But as always, it's always a good time with us. It's always a jam, and we're gonna try and do better, people. We are. We're gonna try and be here. We enjoy this. We enjoy y'all. Please make sure you watch us. You follow us on our Instagram and Facebook pages, and make sure you share this out with all your friends. We're
There we
coming
go.
back. We're coming back. We are. We're getting it together with another episode of Them Wise Girls. We miss y'all. We love y'all. We love you like a baby loves cake. And y'all know in fact, I think I'm gonna go get me some cake. Hey, have a good night, and we'll talk to you next time. Later.
Peace. And we're out.